Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. We have an unboxing from Atlas Stationery and let's get into it. I'm going to share what I purchased this time around. Oh, they have a new card. Nice, I like this one. Going to put that in my journal. Feel the passion, feel the zen when you're writing with this pen. That's cute. Okay, we have an ink. We have a pen. And we have some stationery. So I've been interested in getting some pen pals. So if you are a pen pal writer and are interested in adding another pen pal to your stash, let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram so that we can exchange our addresses and write each other pen pals. So this is what I purchased. I wanted to get this because I do have a pen pal right now that I need to get back with and write a letter to. This is the Midori letter set, and let's just open it up. I haven't seen this on YouTube, although I wasn't really looking, but oh, it comes with a grid writing sheet to go underneath the paper as you're writing. That's perfect. And then the back sheet also gives you some information. So there's 5 different kinds of envelopes, and it tells you how you can fold your paper in to fit into these envelopes. And these papers are A5 size, but the envelopes are all different sizes. That's nice. And then the paper is Midori cream blank paper. And I do have some old Tomoe River blank paper, but I've misplaced it. Since I moved in, I kind of just put things in places that I have yet to find again, because I don't know about you, but when I move, I just kind of want to get all the clutter into the drawers and out of my eyesight. So I need to find them. Okay, so different envelopes. These are smaller envelopes. I'm not sure if I would send my pen pals envelopes that look this nice. I think I might put this envelope in another envelope, like a plain white envelope. So there's 2 of these small sizes. There's 2 of what looks like a traditional envelope size. Then you have like your check envelope sizes, or yeah, that's what I consider like the longer size envelopes. 2 of these, which is a really nice, fun, cool design. And then 2 larger ones. And then super large ones. Yes, these are nice. Oh, and I think they all open from the side and not necessarily from like a traditional envelope in the middle, which is fun. And they are very nice material. It's like really smooth. I think the inside almost feels like glassine on the back. So these are definitely envelopes. Are like, they're not very structured. So really just for paper products. but they're really pretty and I'm excited to try to use them. I think I might experiment by adding, by sending one out just like this. I think. I don't know. I feel like there's no room for a stamp on some of these. So maybe they're meant to be placed into something else. Another envelope. If you guys know anything about this set or what you would do or know about the mailing system and whether or not like something like this would get lost, you would think it wouldn't. That's what I'm afraid of, is like putting mail, fancy mail in the mail and then it gets lost. And then it's like, okay, what is all the stuff I put in that mail that I have to resend again? And if I can resend it again, because some things are one of a kind. So that kind of worries me, but especially when it comes to these bigger envelopes, because the only other larger envelope that would fit something like this is like an A5 vanilla envelope, which are quite large. So not quite sure how to send this in the mail. Give me suggestions in the comments below. Okay, so let's look at what else I got. So ink. I have been looking for, I was searching on the website for an ink that was unique and different, and I wanted something that would be cool. I don't know. I just wanted something really different because I feel like I have a lot of different brands, but this is one that came up on like the top like bestseller and new inks, and this one is the Jacques Herbin Shogun, and it's supposed to be black but like some like sparkle. So let's just open it up. Okay. I've heard of Shogun, the color, before. Ooh, look at the bottom. Ooh, look at that. But with other inks. So you get a little pamphlet of information. And it's, I'm looking for the English. Oh, okay, the English is in the back. They'll look at that later. Let's just get into the ink and do a swatch real quick because I really want to see how this ink looks. And I'm going to do the swatch in my planner to a semi-empty page, and we will do it right here. So I'm just gonna kind of tip it because I want to see how that sparkle is. And dip, dip. Nice thick swatch. And if you're wondering, this is a Kakimori nib, brass nib with the aluminum body, and this aluminum body has some weight to it. I know Atlas Stationery does have the Kakimori products now, so definitely check them out. So this is Jacques Herbin. Okay, So this looks like a really pretty brown. I do like brown inks. Oh my gosh, and look at that. Look at that sparkle. Can you guys see it? It's like copper. It's copper. Copper and brown. Not quite sure how it's going to come out in a fountain pen. But I do like how it's dark and saturated. Seems like you might be able to get some type of shading, maybe. So even when I write, oh gosh, it's really sparkly. You can see that. So I'm just curious if that is something that's going to be a problem when inking up my pens. Maybe I need to select a pen that's easy to clean out. Atlas. Stationers. Today is 5/20. Yeah, so I'm really liking this, but at the same time, I need to see how it writes in an actual fountain pen. So let's cap that back up and let that dry. I'm going to pull that off to the side, and then we can get into the very last package, which is this box. And this, pull out the sleeve. So this is a Pilot pen, and it is the Pilot 823, and it comes with a blue bottle of Pilot ink, which I already have one. I think it would be nice if they could provide a different ink bottle, especially if you have more than one 823. So this is my second 823. The first one is I received, I think, a year ago or so, and I got it in the smoke, but I really wanted to get the amber. So let's open this up. And the smoke is pretty, the amber is pretty, and I remember when I was trying to decide between the two which one to get, and now I'm happy that I can get the amber color. This is actually in a fine nib, and it's a vacuum filler. Look at that nib. It's so big. So big. And I'm excited to try out the fine because I feel like the medium is really, it's like a wider medium for a pilot pen to me. So I think that the fine is going to give me the type of spacing of my letters, what I prefer, rather than the medium. So again, it's a vacuum filler, so you pull this out and push it in as you submerge, and you'll hear that little sound, and then the ink will suck up into the barrel, and then you just screw it back. While you are writing, you might want to unscrew it so that the ink can flow into the chamber. And then before you're done writing for the day, you want to close it off. So it would be very nice for me to use Jacques Herbin, which is like a brown ink, in this brown amber pen, but I'm a little nervous about the copper in here. If you could see it. I'm nervous about it because I'm not sure how well it cleans. And the 823 is definitely a pen that can hold a lot of ink. And then if that ink sits for too long, especially with all the shimmering properties in there, I'm afraid that it might be very difficult for me to clean out. And this is not a pen that you want to disassemble. Otherwise, you will lose the warranty. So I'm going to pick a different ink, something that is a little bit easier to clean, and then do a writing sample. Okay, so I am going to do some writing samples in my journal, and this is the Midori journal, the Midori insert with the cream paper. And let's get this all set up. So I've been getting questions because I did talk about my Pilot Custom A23 in a couple of videos, and people have asked me about some comparisons between the size of the nibs. So here are the two. They look pretty similar in color until you get close. Like from a distance, it can be hard to tell if there's no lighting, but this is my new one. This is my existing older one. One is the transparent black, and then we have the amber. So this is my fine, and then this is the medium. So let's do some writing samples. We'll start with my newest one first. I really like how fine it is and how I can really form my letters a lot easier with this size in comparison to the next nib. It writes really well. It's not scratchy. Both of my 823s have been well tuned. And let's look at the medium. So there is a pretty big difference between the medium and the fine. I feel like there should be a medium fine in between these. And so that's why I've always kind of wondered, this medium to me feels like a broad for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why, but that's how I feel about this medium. But I am happy that I have both of them for comparisons. And then also, you know, if I feel like writing with something a little bit bigger, then I have that option. Now, I would say the fine is slightly toothier. Maybe just a little. And the medium, it glides a little bit more. And I do feel like I will lose control of the medium. It's really good if you're writing for long periods of time and you're writing cursive, but I do find that sometimes as I'm writing, my handwriting can get like illegible over time or in some places. And I think it's just because it's just really, really smooth writer. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy. The next thing to do is to get the transparent custom 823 unless Pilot comes out with an additional color in between now and the time that I plan to buy and invest in the next 823. But they do have a transparent one, which I think is only sold in Japan or overseas. So I would have to go through some sellers I don't normally purchase from to get it. And I know Pen Chalet usually sells it. So they're not readily available, but I think I would like to get a broad in the transparent. So I hope this helps those of you who are unsure about which pen they wanted to get or which size pen they wanted to get for their first 823. And so I think it kind of depends on the person and your writing style. Definitely a fine will be able to get you into those really small planner boxes, and the medium will be more of a struggle. So maybe this is more of a planner type of pen. This one's more of a journal type of pen, if you want to put it that way. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye!